Hello, hello, hello. How is it going today? Thank you so much for joining me for another live video. We are going to do a really nice spine sequence to get your spine moving, to get you flowing, release your low back a little bit and get everything feeling nice and fluid. So whether you are finishing your day, maybe you've been sat at your desk all day, or perhaps you are just starting your day if you're watching this on catch up, this is a really nice flow and really short and easy to do, and you can even do it in the middle of the day as well. So let's start with a wide-ish stance, and we're just going to do a little muscle energy technique to release the low back. So taking the arms out to the sides, and we're just going to gently slide side to side. Now, if you are a dancer, this is going to feel very much like a ribcage slide, but I want you to make it pretty small. So often in dance, we are going for a big range of motion, and in this case, actually, because we're doing a muscle energy technique, I want you to keep it really small. If you've done some of the other muscle energy techniques with me, remember that 20% contraction, so small you can hardly even feel it. It's the same principle here. So really small contractions, just side to side. So we're gradually releasing the muscles in the low back, just to relieve any tension. And in a moment, we'll do some more stretchy stuff. Let's just do a couple more each side. And then release, bringing the arms down. So now we're going to take it to a standing spine flexion extension, or it's going to feel a bit like a cat-cow from yoga. So bending the knees, hands resting on the knees to support yourself. And we're just going to round the spine, looking down towards your belly button. And arching the spine, looking forwards. Shoulders down the back. And again, contracting the abdominals, really articulating through the spine, chin to chest to open up the back of the neck. And again, arching forwards. If coming too low isn't comfortable for you, you can come up a little bit. Just make sure you keep the knees bent. And you can really support yourself, hands on knees. And you can always do this sitting in a chair as well if you need to. It's supposed to be about getting the spine moving. We're going to do a couple more. Really, really pull the belly in, rounding the spine as much as you can. And then lifting the head and the chest coming forwards. And last time we're going to round the spine. And then we're going to keep ourselves supported and rolling all the way up. Okay, so now we're going to come back to the lateral movements. And we're going to take the arms around the body in a S shape and add a little side bend to it. So just taking this side bend as deep or as shallow as feels good to you right now. And if you, as you're going through it, you may find that you'll get a bit more range of motion as your body's warming up. So feel free to take it deeper. Really think about lengthening up towards the corners of the room rather than collapsing to the sides. So keeping energy in the abdominals, in the sides of the body. And you can take the legs a little wider to get a little bit deeper. And now, if you like, you can turn one set of toes to the side. Take it even deeper. This feels a little bit like a triangle pose in yoga. Then bring those toes to the front, other toes to the side, and then do that S curve bend. Let's do a couple more of these each side. Toes to the side, other toes to the front. Come through center, switching the feet. And as always, just taking it as far as feels good to you today. One more each side. And last one. And then come back to center. Okay, feet in just a little bit, and we're going to swing the arms by the sides. I'm going to make sure I've got enough room behind me there. So starting off with the head facing forwards. So now we're getting a little bit of rotation into the spine. Once you've done this a few times, we can start to take the head side to the side, and the head can actually lead the movement a little bit. And as you get into it, you can start to lift the heel up off the floor, so you can spiral all the way to the back, and even take your head all the way around, take your eyes all the way around as far as they'll go. Couple more. And then bringing it back to the front. Please be careful if you have things in the way like I do. And then bringing it back to the front and release. Final little bit of rotation. We're going to place our fingertips on our shoulders, elbows lifted at shoulder height. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as hard as you can. And now we're just going to rotate the torso side to side. With this one, again, we're going to keep the head forwards. So the reason I'm getting you to keep the shoulder blades squeezing is so that we're getting some real actual spinal rotation, as opposed to the shoulder blades moving around the rib cage, which is what they normally do in rotation and what they should do normally just to help you move functionally. But by keeping them in place, you're actually going to get some true spinal rotation and help to get some release a little bit more and hopefully get more range of motion by allowing that spine to move. Let's do a couple more each side, keeping the shoulders squeezing. This one can be a bit intense, which is why I save it till last. And release those arms. Let's just stretch that out. So chin to chest, pressing the hands forwards, pulling the shoulder blades apart and releasing. And we're done. That's it for your little spine sequence. I hope you enjoyed that. Please do give me a little heart or a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And please do tag or share friends of yours that you think might enjoy this. I have got my Strong Motion program open up this week for new clients. So if doing stuff like this, these muscle energy techniques, learning how to correct imbalances in your own body is of interest to you, and working with me one-to-one is of interest to you, then please do comment on this video and maybe tag me so I can see it, or feel free to shoot me a private message as well. I would love to hear from you. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.